Well, absolutely. In fact, the top news for the day where Trump is blowing his own trumpet of a ceasefire. Well, it looks like that Saeed Abbas Arakshi, who's the Iranian foreign minister, has something else to say. He says that as of now, there is no agreement or of any ceasefire or cessation of military operations. However, provided that the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against Iranian people, no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, they will perhaps then try to, stop their responses of going forward. The final decision on the cessation of a military operation will be made later. That's the word coming in by the Iranian foreign minister. Now, well, that's on the geopolitics. But speaking of the markets, well, there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on between the entire board of Fed officials there as far as the rate cuts are concerned. Now, remember, for the 6th month in a row, the rates have been maintained steady at 4.25 to 4.5%, and the last June meeting that happened last week. But Fed Chair Jerome Powell is maintaining that they are watching out for signs of the inflation as a result of tariff. But Michael Bauman, who's the federal chair, vice chair, of supervision, has something else to say. He says that the time to cut interest rate is getting nearer as the risk of the job market may be on the rise. Now, he also says that they will be watching out for the inflation pressure. If that remains contained, then he supports lowering of the policy rate as soon as the next meeting takes place. So that's what he says. Also, Austin Goolsbee, who's the Chicago Fed president, he says that somewhat surprisingly they were expecting some impact of tariffs on the inflation. But the way the people were fearing it, that impact hasn't really come through. And he says that if we don't see inflation resulting from these tariff increases, then to his then he also feels that they should probably take a more golden path, as he calls it. He does says that the officials describe tariff as throwing dirt in the air, and said that the uncertainty of tariffs is still looming. But if the dirt is out in the air, then he thinks that they should proceed with the rate cuts nonetheless. So that's the word coming in from these people as well, as far as rate cuts are considered. So a bit of a conflicted ideas coming in on the rate cuts.